You have heard about the files. You have seen the memes. You have read the tweets. For years, the Epstein list has been the internet's favorite ghost story. Princes, presidents, scientists, billionaires. The world treats these files like a simple list of bad men. We look for names, hoping to see our favorite villains exposed. But that is a mistake. The files are not just a list, they are a map. To understand the files, you have to ignore the noise and look at the machine. How did one man, a college dropout with no degree, build a network that trapped the most powerful people on Earth? You think you know the story, but the files reveal something much darker than just a private island. They reveal the glitch. Before there were files, there was just a notepad. To understand the list, we have to go back to the 1980s. Jeffrey Epstein wasn't a billionaire, he was a nobody. He was a high school math teacher who had been fired for poor performance. But he was a master of social engineering. He lied his way into high society jobs he wasn't qualified for. He realized that on Wall Street, confidence matters more than competence. But he had a talent. He wasn't a great investor, he was a collector. Most billionaires collect Ferraris or art or mansions. Epstein collected secrets. He realized early on a fundamental truth of power. If you manage a rich man's money, you are his employee. But if you know a rich man's darkest secret, you own him. This was the beginning of the Black Book. He wasn't running a legitimate business, he was building an insurance policy, and he needed a place to store it. Fast forward to the island, Little St. James. Everyone asks what happened there. The internet is full of horrific theories, but the files tell us why it happened. Survivors have testified that cameras were everywhere, in the bedrooms, in the bathrooms, by the pool. Epstein didn't just abuse people, he documented it. He created a library of tapes. Ask yourself, why create a paper trail of your own crimes? Why record felonies that could send you to prison for life? Because it wasn't evidence, it was leverage. The files weren't an accident, they were a weapon. This is called Kompromat. If a senator or a CEO or a prince ever tried to arrest him or cut him off, Epstein could simply open the safe. Mutually assured destruction. This is why the network stayed silent for 30 years. Everyone was trapped in the same web. This weapon worked perfectly in 2005. This is the moment the glitch became visible. When local police in Florida first caught him, they did their job. They found the evidence, they found the message pads, they found the names. But then, the glitch happened. The investigation was taken over by federal prosecutors. Instead of 20 years in prison, Epstein was given a deal that made no sense. The files were sealed by the federal government. He was given a secret plea deal. But the most terrifying part of the deal was a single sentence. It granted immunity not just to Epstein, but to any potential co-conspirators. The evidence was buried. The victims were silenced. The system protected the files to protect the names inside them. For another decade, the insurance policy held firm. When he was finally arrested in 2019, the world waited for the files to drop. We thought the Kompromat would finally be released. But Epstein died in his cell before he could talk. And the most damaging tapes, the master tapes, they have never been found. Most likely they were destroyed or moved. In 2024, a judge finally unsealed thousands of pages. We saw the names: Trump, Clinton, Prince Andrew, David Copperfield. But notice, nothing happened. No arrests, no trials, no consequences. The files tell us who was there, but they don't tell us everything. The man is gone, but the insurance policy he built, it's still working. This is Case 002. The list is long, and we are just getting started.